Hi guys, welcome to a collective reading. So collective, if you are here, this might be for you. So I've been feeling like doing a collective reading, and I've had like in the comments popping up and around for a little while, randomly, people talking about the Oakman. And it's interesting because people are kind of craving an Oakman message, but I am not. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not being drawn to go there at all. And I've been sitting on it. I've contemplated a couple times. There's even been a few times where I've sat down and thought, okay, I'm going to record a video and I'm going to do the Oakman. And like nothing comes. And I just feel like that's not really the kind of energy where I can just decide, okay, let's do the Oakman. It's not like that. Like it kind of calls upon us. That's how that relationship works. You can't call on them. They call on us. They let you know when they want to talk to you. But yet I still have this sense of wanting to do a collective reading. And like I've been thinking that for a couple of months. And then this week I started the mask you wear, the mask you hide behind readings. And I started, outside of doing the readings, I would think about that. And I think, this feels like there's something here for the collective in that reading. And then I did the Taurus reading earlier today. And I felt, oh, I know what I need to do for the collective. Like it's almost like there was pieces to a puzzle that eventually had to fall into place for me to have a real sense of what this collective, how I was supposed to do it and what I was supposed to do as a reading. So I am, now again, I've changed the questions ever so slightly, being a collective reading. So I'm going to be asking in this reading, what's really going on? So whatever that could be. It could be something personally in your life. It could be the world in a bigger viewpoint. So yeah, what's really going on? And then I'm going to ask, so what is the mask that's being used to hide this, to hide what's really going on? So it's sort of like, what are you seeing? What is the most obvious thing to you that takes your attention or asks you to focus on instead of what's really going on? And then I'm going to ask why. Like, why is what's going on being hidden? I mean, this could be something really deep in your life, again, or it could be something broader. And then I'm going to ask how this affects you. And then as I often end this reading, the last two questions are advice for you and outcome if you follow it. So I'm going to go with a Starseed Oracle deck for this. I might jump in here with my Elk deck, my Shihu. So that's what we're gonna do, y'all. So let's get started. Oh yeah. Okay. There's like a little mantra prayer that I always state before reading to ask for clarity and truth, and I do that. I forgot to do that, and I could hear it going off in my head saying you need to do that to make sure you're getting a clear message. So for the collective, let's find out what's really going on. Actually, yeah, that's what I got. What is really going on? Because I'm using the Starseed Oracle deck, I do feel like there's going to be a really strong message in here in terms of your path, your destiny, things that you're working through, your calling. For the collective. What's really going on here? That's the really big question. What is really going on here? What's really going on here? Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Okay, what's really going on here right now, guys, is there's a huge shift. It's funny because the Taurus reading, at one point in the Taurus reading, I said, God, this could almost be collective. And I said, it's not. I'm getting a strong message that it's not. But it was leading up to something. And here it is. Because this card was in this Taurus reading. Learning not to be human. In the world, but not. Learning not to be human, I just said. Learning how to be human. In the world, but not of it. Okay, this is what's really going on, guys. So right now, there's a really big shift. And you are kind of hatching out. Something's going on where you're hatching out. You're leaving behind how you were human before. I think that was really profound because that's what I was feeling but I ended up verbalizing it. So the human part of you from the past, it's as if that's the part of you that understood that being human involves what you see around you, how your culture works, how your family works, how your friend dynamic works, how you see this play out around you. Like, this is how you've understood yourself to be human and how you should apply it. So this is changing. So you're kind of coming out of that world and going into a new one. I feel like there is some sort of almost like a reality shift. I feel like there's a huge leap going on right now from one reality thread to another. I believe very strongly that all realities are completely possible and do exist, and where you consciously are going, very consciously aware here, is going into a new reality shift. It feels like one that you were meant to go into, but you had to work your way along there. It's almost like string, like a whole bunch of piano strings, and each one has its own vibrational frequency, like a piano string as well. So that's exactly what's happening here. There's a reality shift. A lot of you might be noticing things around you that didn't seem very apparent before, but now they are. You might notice as well, certain relationships with people seem like they're changing and shifting a little bit. People's personalities might even seem like they're changing and shifting a little bit around you right now. And what's actually happening is, no, you are changing and shifting. Some of them might be as well, but I feel like when you notice these changes in people, they're not really changes in people. They're the fact that you've moved your consciousness to another spot in the timeline, in the thread of reality. So our conscious minds are spread out across all possible outcomes. They're there. Like, consciousness is infinite. It's not just here. Your consciousness is infinite. But, you know, you may have people that show up in your life that they don't have a big impact. They're always kind of in the distance. You see them down the hall or by the photocopier. You don't engage in much conversation with those people, and they're not very prominent in your life. And some people that just don't seem like they got 2 minutes, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. It's just stuff like that. But I always feel like, to me, those are people whose stronger consciousness is in another thread of reality that is not matching what your very strong consciousness is in. So there's less of them put into a particular reality, which is one that you have a lot invested in. Like, a lot of your consciousness is invested in that. It's almost like the other parts are on more of a subconscious level. And sometimes I feel like we get information from those areas through dreams and meditation. But so right now, what's really going on is you're shifting. You're shifting to a different reality, a different thread. It's this like very quantum physics kind of energy going on right now. Okay. So how is this being hidden, or what? And it may not something that's being intentionally hidden from you, but there may be some distractions going on in your life that you haven't quite understood, or you're not quite seeing it. And I don't know, maybe even this video is just something to really make you aware of it. Oh my gosh, this card came out in the Taurus reading too. The Great Serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict. Now there's more to it. There's more to this sentence. Actually, well, no, it's a period. And then there's another short sentence. Anger, conflict. Okay, so anger and conflict going on around you, going on in the greater scheme of things. This is actually what's being used to hide or distract you from what's really going on here. There's a huge shift in the human perspective. Now, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. There's a sense, I'm getting like this pull of certain angers and conflictive energies that don't want to soften to love. That's okay. That's that energy. But I'm feeling like these energies, this here, if you're kind of relating to this reading and feeling like, yeah, I feel like things are shifting and switching around me. Energy feels different, and my time frame feels different. People seem different, just personalities. That's what's going on here. And you are softening more to love, softening more to gentleness, softening more to acceptance. There's a huge vibrational change here. Anger and conflict softening into love. Yeah, the anger and the conflict is a distraction. There's something to, okay. Excuse me, there's, oh, I'm getting a deeper message here too, like kind of outside of most of us. Now, this is a message for anyone who's about to have a child. Anyone you know who's about to have a child. There is actually, there is a whole bunch of energy being birthed right now. Like new people coming in. I just seem like being dropped in like an egg here. New people being dropped in. There's one in particular. This person will be in the world, but not of it. Wow. We really need to explore that. Okay, this message, there is always different layers to the messages. So I talked about the personal level. This is now feeling like more of like humanity as a whole. I really feel like there's someone about to be born. What's really going on? There's someone earthed. Someone is coming to earth who is about to be born, who will have very special gifts. And I'm really drawn to this violet light that they're holding. And it just reminds me of the crown chakra, this person about to be birthed. Again, you can take this on a personal level for things being birthed in you, but I'm really getting a message about someone is about to be birthed here, and the crown chakra is what they're bringing. So an opening, it's almost like something that removes the veil. But does that happen on all realities? I heard no, so okay. Wow. Okay, I'm getting like all these messages coming in because I'm almost asking questions in my head. So if it doesn't happen, and I'm getting quick answers. If it doesn't happen in every reality, and I heard, no, it won't happen in every reality. In fact, some people will come to this video and they will never see this part happen because it will not happen in their reality. Their reality will still continue to be the anger and the conflict reality, where those that are hopping into this new reality, this new timeline, it's not, you know what, even this term, new reality, it's only new to us. This is a reality that exists. If you think about the Akashic records as well, it's there, it's already imprinted. And some of us are going and taking that leap into that reality, that timeline. They will think about like a video like this, or they will think about other things. There's other things too that are going to indicate that someone is coming that has a special gift, and it has to do with the crown chakra. It has to do with removing a veil. And softening to love. Okay, so why is this being hidden? Why is it being hidden? Oh my God, a messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Wow. Well, I'm getting like kind of goosebumpy actually. This is weird. This is crazy. A messenger is coming. Honest to God, I feel like a messenger is going to be birthed. But this is being hidden. It's like, don't look. God, this is so weird. And you know, it's so much like the energy of like a messiah or some sort of messenger, and the kings and the queens and the emperors and the government, and like not wanting people to notice this, not wanting to see it. I do feel like, again, on a more collective, that this is all going on within you. And why it's being hidden is because, too, for yourself, you can't receive messages in whatever reality state that you're in right now. You're going to hop into another one. And then when you are there, when you've done some sort of an ascension process into a new reality, then you will receive these messages. Cirrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. It's trying to be hidden from you because it brings harmony and balance, and some don't want harmony and balance. There might be people around you that are like, that, you know, just might be button pushers, or they thrive off of the old earth. I'm hearing the old earth. So the old earth is an old way of running yourself as a human being. There's a new way of being human. This really, there was already messages like this picked up in the Taurus reading. How this affects, okay, how this affects you, okay, everything that's going on, what's the effect that this has? Star ancestors, shut the front door. Hidden secrets, lost wisdoms, it says wisdom, but lost wisdoms. Look a little deeper. Very, very Egyptian energy. There's a lot, so how this affects you, almost feeling like you know that there's something hidden. You know that there's something hidden. You know that there's some sort of secret in some part of your life, or something about you or your journey, or even what's going on in the world as a whole, that there's just something missing here because some sort of wisdom has been lost. And it's causing you to look deeper by having an effect that, you know, it's making you look deeper. You're almost triggering yourself. Well, the only way I can find this answer is in this reality. Your consciousness needs to move. The strongest point that your consciousness sits in needs to move. Now, here's the thing with what I find with like leaps and movements of your conscious reality is it's like the Mandela effect. I really feel like the Mandela effect is it's sort of a hiccup in where you've done some sort of a shift, some sort of a timeline, reality shift. But there's certain things that you remember from the other timeline. It's like a part of your subconscious clings to some odd things and it drags it with you because your subconscious is in all these realities. But the strongest part of your conscious focus is in one reality in particular, so that you can focus on particular lessons and growth that need to occur. But I really feel like the Mandela effect is almost like taking a strand of reality from another place. Where was I going with this? There was a reason I was talking about that. Sometimes I feel like I spread out in too many consciousness. Serious lost wisdom, look a little deeper. The message is over there. I don't know, maybe it'll come back to me. Why I was going in that direction. I don't know. Okay, what's the advice for you? We the Hathors, it's more Egyptian energy. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Oh, and look at birth. Birth is a portal, I'm telling you. This is crazy. Look at this. It's like somebody in a womb, somebody in the what is that called? What is that? The afterbirth. Like it even looks like an egg being deposited. And the womb, the portal, the mother's milk. Who is this? Where is this happening? It could be happening in Egypt. It just feels like that. This is almost like a drop of water. And oh no, it is coming into. This is hitting the bottom of an ocean. This is hitting the bottom of an ocean. But it doesn't feel deep because there's so much light that's coming down to the ground. It's in Africa. I feel like something's going on in Africa. And I'm saying that because if I remember the history of the continent of Africa, millions and millions of years ago, it was a shallow ocean. Africa was a shallow ocean, and that's exactly what that looks like. And then here we are, like more of these desert dunes, this Mars energy, and then all of this Egyptian energy. Honestly, I feel like there's something going on. There's somebody being born right now that is going to have a major impact on humanity's path. There's also something being born inside you right now. This is all coinciding. This is all coming together at the same time. What is going on within you is going on with humanity in a much greater scope. Birth as a portal. Birth is a portal. Like, that's exactly what I mean. How does anything come into Earth? To be a messenger? To be a guide? It is birthed through the portal is the womb. Well, the womb is not the portal. But this almost feels like the womb. Now, what is the outcome? Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Oh my God, it's like lifting a burden. It's like lifting a burden off of you. It's like lifting a burden off of humanity. I feel like this is one of the most profound readings I've ever done. It's crazy. The bottom is Hireth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. It's almost like this could be heard. This could be heard on a collective level, a huge collective level. If enough people were almost like homesick for the energy of the divine on earth, divine is answering that. Wow. Has a child already been born? Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. I feel like it might already be happening or has happened. Something's been born in all of us already. This is just so amazing. Literally, like, just to recap it, I feel like someone is being born, and the portal that they will come through is birth. The mother's milk will nurture them in deep love. I feel like this person is being born in a place. I feel like it's somewhere in Africa. I'm really feeling that. I just keep getting, I don't know if there was any other continent that was a giant, massive, shallow ocean. But Africa was. And then we have all of these Egyptian symbols here. You're being distracted by anger and conflict right now, because the world is about to soften into love. Well, no, it's not about to. I don't feel that. I'm not getting that at all, to be honest. I feel like there could be, though, parts of, I feel like there's going to be a lot of polarity. Like, there's going to be a lot of anger and conflict, particularly in some places, and then a lot of love in others. And this is almost being caught between multiple timelines and realities. But definitely, anger and conflict is the distraction. Why it's being hidden? Because it's hiding a messenger, is bringing harmony and balance. I really did not see this coming. I really didn't. I mean, I can see how this is very personal for you guys. How it can be very personal for all of us. But this feels like something bigger. And how this is going to affect us, you. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. I feel like it's reclaiming those. Freaking wax moving around in my mouth. It only moves around for videos. That's weird. It doesn't move around when I talk to people in general. Oh, things being dislodged. Like things moving. Things will move. You will feel moved. Things will move you. I feel like a lot of people will find a deeper spiritual practice. I feel like a lot of people will stop looking at some of the distractions going on around them. Allow yourself to be born too, because this is the advice for you, is to go through the portal. The mother's milk is getting something right from the source. It's getting nourishment, nutrients, right from the source of what gave you life. That's what your advice is. And the outcome is the burdens being lifted. Let them go. They're not yours to carry. The weight of the world is not yours to carry. I almost feel like someone else is coming in to carry some of that. That's interesting. Wow. I'm just looking at my decks. Let's go to Shihu. El Ki. She who doubts, fear, weariness, and trust. I'm not ready to take cards yet because I'm still kind of saying things in my head. But I feel like that's a really strong point of, this could be some people who fear and doubt, who will fear and doubt. Some sort of shift here. Fear and doubt. Fear is being used to create doubt. Distractions. All right. What's really going on? What's the mask being used to hide this? This is why I like to shuffle on camera. Because this, you'd be like, oh, Cindy, you just pulled these out. No, okay. What's really going on here? What's really going on? Observe, perceive, and scrutinize. She who sees. Yeah, you're going to see. I'm telling you, it's like a veil is being lifted. But it's not so much that a veil is being lifted. It's like moving into a reality where there is very little to no veil. And seeing through things that you couldn't see before. Seeing through things that you could not see before. Again, it's bringing up the energy, though, of there's somebody being born. I feel like there's many. I really got that as an initial message, that there are many children being born right now that are going to have very special gifts. They can't be human the way that we all understand being human is. They just can't function on a level that we believe is, well, this is what we need to do because that's always how we did it. Yeah, but always how we did it is based on usually one person like 10,000 years ago having some sort of their own belief system about something. And then other people thinking, okay, well, that works. Well, you know, like there's not a lot of planning that goes in all the time and the things that we believe. Observe, perceive, and scrutinize. That's exactly what they're doing. They will be doing this. It's happening. What's being used to hide this? Look at this. She who loved once. Fragile, secret love, and rejection. Oh, it's playing out. So it's not even just there's many things. There's almost many triggers. So for some people, the distraction is easily anger and conflict. There's certain types of personalities that will be distracted by that. There are other types of personalities that to be distracted, it's the sense of feeling fragile, the sense of secret loves, against secret love and rejection. That in itself just feels like unrequited love. So feeling like that love is a one-way street, that there just isn't a lot of love to go around. But this is all about, see, softening to love is where that last sentence leads us. Why it's being hidden, a messenger, bringing harmony and balance. She who creates creativity, originality, and spontaneity. Why it's being hidden. This messenger, again, is unusual. The messenger is always unusual, isn't it? The messenger is unusual. I feel like they're looking for the messenger. I'm just going to do what I'm channeling. I don't know. I feel like, okay, I feel almost like someone is being born who has a great gift, who will serve as a messenger to humanity. And it may be more than one person. I really feel like those in power somehow know this or already knew this. And it's like they're looking for them. But I don't think they're nowhere near where this is happening. This is happening in a very obscure and unknown place. Even if I got exactly where it was, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't even say it on here. But I can say, I know I can safely say it's in Africa. How this affects you. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Finding them deeper. Ooh. She who regrets. Battle, victory, and bitterness. Wow. That's so interesting to me to pull that card right now. Because before I got to here and I was stuck over here just channeling. It was like I channeled it through understanding, like a knowing, as well as, I guess, visuals in my mind of battle scenes and looking for something. And then here it is. How this affects. It does affect humanity. There is a sense of like sacrifice, bitterness. There will be certain things that are won here, but they will not be the things that certain people in power wanted to win or wanted to accomplish. I know this is really taking a turn. It's become a much more broader message. I think the biggest regret here will be not having accomplished what they wanted. There's something here, like there's going to be something, you know, on the surface. Oh, they accomplished that. They got it. They won it. They did it. They won that battle. But it wasn't what they were looking for. The advice. She who flies, dare, do, and reach. With the birth as a portal. That feels like it too. Like you guys are meant to also be going through this portal. Dare, do it, reach. Believe in something more than you've ever believed in it before. Believe in accomplishing something more than you've ever accomplished anything before. Believe that nothing can stop you, that nothing can hold you back. Believe that you are going to be, you are not going to be, but you will be. No, it can be a going to be for some of you. I feel like some of you are already tapping into this mother's milk, which is the knowledge, it is the nutrients, that comes from your source that created you, of where you've come from. This is deep love, and you can feel it outside of the unrequited love. You can feel it outside of feeling fragile. You can feel it outside of any anger, any conflict. You can soften all of it to love. The outcome is releasing the weight of the world. She who unfolds swath, embrace, and self-care. That's exactly what you can do when the weight of the world has been lifted, released. Oh, I'm also seeing like swathed. Like a child being swathed in a blanket. What's at the bottom? She who instigates, leadership, provocation, and power. A lot of times you get like a pretty cool energy from this card. Right now, it looks like the devil. It looks just full on like the devil right now. Provoking through the leadership and power that it has. Instigating. Instigating. Yeah, and I'm going to pull out one tarot card for each one of these now. I'm really wanting to layer this. This is the tarot of positive clarity. Let's get that. Yeah, I really feel like a messenger is being born. Now, that could also be someone who is about to tap open and, like, it does not have to be a child. It could be someone who is about to open a gift. I think each one of you are opening a gift. But there's someone... Someone in particular. I don't know. What's really going on here? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's different sides being juggled here. Distraction. The Two of Pentacles. It's just like, yeah, look at this. Look over here. Look over here. It really does feel like that's what's really going on here. There is a look over here. Look over here. Don't look over there. That's exactly what's happening. That's what's going on. That's really what's really going on. Look over here. Don't look over there. The mask is being used to hide this. Oh, God, this card. This is the Queen of Swords. This is a hard card. I always hard. It's gotten better for me. Look at this. Look at these people are hanging. There's people in the background being hung. On a card, in a spot where we have anger and conflict. We have a card that's come out that shows people that have been hung. That's a distraction too. But wait, there's a couple things that are coming in with this. So this does feel like this person here seems like they really have a lot of privilege, doesn't it? I mean, they're sitting in this beautiful garden. If they don't look over their shoulder, they're not going to see what's going on out there. Everything is okay for them. They've got these beautiful flowers to tend to. I'm getting two messages from that. The first message I'm getting is that there is a sense of privilege, of power, that obviously doesn't want to lose that. And then I'm also getting the message of, like, this is also to me like the mask here. Like, they don't want you to see, like, this is also the energy of moving away from this conflict. It becomes a shadow. And look at they're also, these ropes look more like strings of reality. Those strings of reality. This putting the sword down. This Queen of Swords is not holding a sword. The truth has already been understood for this Queen of Swords. And she prunes the flowers. She tends, she nurtures. She focuses on love. This could also just symbolize relationships from the past. Well, hopefully you never did that to anyone. but like it's over. It's a sense of death. Death in the background. Why it's being hidden. Okay, wait, this is very, because it's a messenger. It's very unusual, very creative, original. There's a lot of spontaneity around it. Spontaneous. Like spontaneous energy is not something that the Emperor and the Hierophant like to deal with. The Five of Wands. Look at, it's almost like, don't go there. Don't go there. Trying to hold back from going somewhere. Trying to hold back the spontaneity. The children, these are small people. Trying to hold back the children. No, this one is, okay, this message is coming through that this is almost the divine working in a way to protect the children that are being sought out. Like the divine is working to keep things from going where they are, where they're going to be. How this affects you, us, the Seven of Cups. It does, oh, look, this boy is turning his back on what is being taught in front of him. He's turning his back on it. And he's looking into a different direction. But it's the Seven of Cups, so he doesn't really know. We don't really know. But there is a feeling of, I don't want to, that's not what I want to know. I want to know something bigger, something different. In this Seven of Cups, it always reminds me of like a Bible camp or something. Now, one of the things that I find is very frustrating with any time we've had messengers or messiahs or anything like that is that humanity always takes the message from the messenger and then it applies the importance of that message to physical people that are all fallible, like all capable of doing the wrong thing and working with energy in the wrong way. And then what becomes, as opposed to the basic knowledge of that the universe is made up of love and just bringing that energy in, becomes like so many rules, so many labels, so much indoctrination. Now, this Seven of Cups also, the boy is happy. He's happy. And the book in front of him is empty. There's nothing there yet. Nothing's been written yet. It is almost, see, and what's also curious, now this almost also feels like almost the idea of another reality where it is okay for this boy to turn his back and want to try something different. Nobody's like questioning him. Nobody is calling him out. To discover. Because once we put all these rules on how we can discover, we stop discovering. So this is how it affects you. How this will affect you. Or maybe some of this is already in the past tense, how it's affected you. The rules in terms of how you can discover. But now this opens it up. The advice, dared you reach the Seven of Swords? Well then, y'all just been given permission to be sneaky as shit. I don't know. There's something here that needs to be sneaky and hidden because I feel like there's something looking for it. It's like that Eye of Sauron energy. Trying to find something, but it's not finding it. It can't find it. It's hidden. Keep this hidden. Protect parts of yourself here. It's being sought. Something is seeking. Something is looking. It really is. Something is seeking and looking right now. I feel like the Eye of Sauron is like, I'm just using that from the Lord of the Rings. The whole idea of when Frodo would put the ring on his finger, it made him invisible. So it gave him an advantage. But the creator of the ring, the Lord of the Ring, Sauron, could then see him and see where he was. But we have the Seven of Swords here. To be cautious in terms of protecting your energy and what you allow to distract you. If you follow this advice, the weight of the world being lifted, self-care, swathing yourself. Look, the Empress. Holy ding dang dong. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is the outcome. Like, you can't get a higher energy than that, honey. I mean, that is being in the earth, of the earth, but a creator with the earth. I do think it's really beautiful too, because the Empress energy is what would nurture and birth this other messenger energy that comes through this reading. Temperance, get out of town. We have the cycles of feminine energy here up to pregnancy. Wow. I'm telling you, someone is being birthed somewhere on the planet that's going to be quite significant to humanity. How the significance is going to come through, I don't know. This is it. I feel like this is, yeah, there's going to be more messages like this. Your reality is about to change. Reality is changing. Even just the birth of this child or these children, it's a huge frequency shift. If you protect your energy and don't allow it to get dragged down by outside distractions, you will feel this shift. You will feel it and you will be with it. You will be in it. That seriously is all I got. That's all I got. It was so unexpected. All right, guys. I wonder what you thought of that. Yeah, well, I was going to do this as a premiere, so you guys could chit chat throughout it. It would be interesting to see how that goes. And what you think. Yeah. See, this is why the Oakman, I'm telling you, like, there's a reason I can't just pull something else. I'm going to read this now. This had to unfold a certain way, and the timing had to be right, and it all came together for me, and here it is. So it literally is like a messenger is being birthed. Thank you so much, my friends. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.